Ladies and gentlemen, Pioneer Women's Varsity Hockey is live and on the air. Unfortunately, we don't have missing a cable for my computer, so we can't do any music or any PSAs, and no one's tuned in yet. So it's just me chatting with folks. We're high up in the crow's nest, up above Veterans Memorial Ice Arena, where it is going to be Pioneer women's varsity hockey hosting Livingston United, also known as Brighton Howell Heartland. But that was kind of a mouthful, so they went with Livingston United, kind of put something out there. So depending on where you search, it might still be Brighton Howell Heartland, but their little logo is Livingston United, so we'll figure, well, we'll call them that. We do want to thank all the wonderful, amazing sponsors of Pioneer Women's Hockey. Please support those folks who support this team. That includes the Ann Arbor Rug and Carpet Company, Ann Arbor T-Shirt Company, Applied Fitness Solutions, Ben & Jerry's, Benny's Family Dining, Big George's Home Appliance Mart, Burns Park Orthodontics, Children's Creative Center, Covert Education Systems, DW Graphics of Ann Arbor, Dexter A&W, Demos Deli and Donuts, DW Skate Shop, Edwards and Schaefer Orthodontics, Esquire Interiors, Forward Design, Build and Remodel, Gary Erickson, Grishaber Dentistry, Hand and Stone of Ann Arbor, Hockey Intelligence, Holidays Restaurant, Izzy's Hoagie Shop, Jiffy's Mix, Nights, Crazy Jim's, Blimpie Burgers, Lewis Jewelers, Little Caesars, Logan's Chiropractic, McNamara Orthodontics, Mr. Spots, New Roof, Palmer's Insurance, Play It Again Sports, Rochman Design and Build, Ron's Garage, Stadium Hardware, Steeper and Burst Orthodontics, Team Rehabilitation of Ann Arbor, Veterans Memorial Ice Arena, Village Kitchen, Weber's Boutique Hotel and Restaurant, and York. Thank you for all those folks who help support the team. Pioneer Women's Hockey celebrating their 18th year of Pioneer Women's Hockey, and we appreciate all those folks who support them. Thank you very, very much. As obviously, the team probably gets the ice, as there's still some folks skating around out here. The team probably doesn't get the ice until 7 o'clock, so we'll go over some things. Again, we can't play any music, but we'll do a couple PSAs and let you listen to the sound of the ice rink there for a little bit. Taking a look at Pioneer, they are 4-2 on the season. They won versus Cranbrook to start off the season on December 1st, 6-1. On December 4th, they fell to Livonia United. That was a 3-1 win by Livonia United. They beat Sacred Heart 5-1 back on December 8th. On December 9th, they beat Regina Lutheran Northern. That was a 6-0 win out in Fraser's Hockeyland. December 15th, they fell a one-game loss to Huron Skyline, Skyron, won 3-2. And then coming back after the new year, they had a game on Saturday. That was versus St. Cat's. Unfortunately, we were not able to. I didn't have enough folks to do a second team. We weren't able to broadcast that, but they streamed it on Facebook Live, which I tuned in to and caught the last period, and it was a 6-0 win versus St. Catharines. So we'll take a look at scores from that game. They were supposed to have a game on Sunday that we were hoping to broadcast, but that was postponed. So due to everything in the world in flux right now due to COVID, plenty of postponements and cancellations, and there was Pioneer men's and women's varsity games versus Bedford postponed in basketball yesterday. So Omicron is serious and sweeping through, so everyone please be safe. Please do what you can to keep yourself and your family safe, stay healthy, and we'd love to see everyone healthy and at the rink. So today it's versus Brighton Howell Heartland. They are 2-2-1. I believe there's a 2-2-1 there. And then their next game is going to be Saturday, January 15th. That's going to be out at the Kennedy Recreation Center. That is going to be a 1:30 game. And that's listed as Brighton Howell Heartland as well. So I'm going to double check on that. But that's supposed to be at the Kennedy Ice Arena. Then on Friday, January 28th, Pioneer is going to be at Grosse Pointe North. That is going to be out at that ice rink was it East Side Ice Rink over at Grosse Pointe. That's a 7:30 game on Friday, January 28th. They are going to be hosting Walled Lake. That's going to be here at Veterans Memorial Ice Arena Saturday, January 29th. And that finishes out this month, this calendar month. Amazing that we're already well into January. How amazing time flies. As they're just about to start resurfacing the ice here, as the Zamboni just pulled out onto the rink. So taking a look at Pioneer's 6-0 win over St. Catharines. They scored 3 in the first. Pioneer did nothing by St. Catharines. So it was 3-0 at the end of one. Nobody scored in the second. And then Pioneer chipped in 3 more goals in the third. None by St. Catharines. That leads to the 6-0 win. They list Pioneer as 0 for 1 on the power play. St. Catharines 0 for 1 on the power play. So they list 2 penalty minutes for each team. Taking a look at your goal scores for Pioneer. It was a goal by Chizinski, a goal by Prince, a goal by Drabeck, a goal by Campbell, a goal by Jof, and a goal by Flint for 6 goals. The assists were Zoe Andrianopoulos had an assist. Chizinski had 2 assists. She had a 3-point game. Drabeck had an assist. Campbell had an assist. They both had 2-point games. And that was 5 assists. So 6 goals, 5 assists. Maddie Grand played between the pipes for 45 minutes. They don't list the shots on goal. Nothing listed for St. Catharines in that game. So taking a look, Pioneer. Let's take a look at the top point scores so far. And that would be Chizinski with 17 points. That on 13 goals and 4 assists. Leading the way second is Campbell. She has, it just got a little flipped around there, 8 points. That on 2 goals and 6 assists. That's number 2. Number 3 is Drabeck. She has 5 points on 3 goals and 2 assists. And then number 4 is Olivia Andrianopoulos. She has 4 points on 1 goal and 3 assists. That tie at 5 points. That Zoe Andrianopoulos has 3 points on 1 goal and 2 assists. And Brainerd has 3 points on 1 goal and 2 assists. The goalies, it's predominantly been Maddie Grand. She's been between the pipes for 6 games. 3 wins, 2 losses. Shots on goal, they don't all get recorded, but 84 shots on goal, saves 77. That gives her a very, very solid 917 save percentage. 7 goals against, that gives her 1.39 goals against average. Portinga has played a game. She got a win, faced 14 shots on goal, saved 13 of them, 1 goal against for a 1 goal against average, and a fantastic 929 save percentage. So fantastic work by both of those goaltenders. Take a look at the scoring by period. Pioneer scored 8 goals in the first. Their opponent scored 2, so that's a +6 for Pioneer in the first. Pioneer again scored 8 goals in the second, 1 by the opponent, so that is a +7 differential. That's the biggest differential of any of the periods, is 7. Then in the third, Pioneer scored more in the third than any other period. They've scored 10 in the third, but their opponents have also scored more. Their opponents have scored 5. So that makes it 26 goals by Pioneer, 8 by the opponents. So a very fantastic +18 for Pioneer. If you chip in 20 assists for Pioneer, that gives them 46 points. 7 assists for the opponents, that gives them 15 points. Again, nice 31-point differential for that. Pioneer has 3 power play goals, 1 shorthanded goal. The opponents have 1 power play goal, 1 shorthanded goal. They list penalty minutes, 28 for Pioneer, 27 for the opponents. Not sure if that's all of them, but that is a very, very even-keeled number there, so that's fantastic. Comparing the Pioneer combined goalie statistics versus the opponents, Pioneer has faced 96 shots on goal, saved 90 of them for a 918 save percentage. The opponents have faced it's not correct, but 33 shots on goal, saved 19 of them. That would be 576, but that's not obviously all the shots on goal. Goals against average, Pioneer has 8 goals against for a 1.33 goals against average, and the opponents have a 14 goals against for a 4.67 goals against average. So 2 shutouts for Pioneer, 1 in the last game, 1 versus Regina, none for the opponents. Taking a look, if we flip the script over to Livingston United, they are 2-2-1 on this season. They won the first game versus Troy United. That was 8-0. They beat St. Cath's 9-1. That was over at Kensington Valley Ice House. They fell to Livonia United 3-2. So very, very similar scores to what Pioneer had. They tied Mercy. That's no small feat. 3-3. Then a tie for Mercy. Then they lost to Northville. So has everybody else who's played them. And Northville won that one 5-2. That was back on Sunday the 9th over at Eddie Egger Ice Arena. Taking a look at that Northville game. Livingston United had 1 goal in the first. Northville had 2, so Northville had the lead 2-1 at the end of 1. Both teams chipped in a goal in the second, so it was 3-2 at the end of 2. Then Northville pulled away with 2 goals in the third to make it 5-2. 12 penalty minutes on Livingston United, 10 on Northville. It doesn't list any power play goals. Taking a look over at who scored for Livingston United. Johnson had a goal. Courtney had a goal. That was the 2 goals. The assist, 1 assist to Chuba. Penalty minutes, 4 to Chuba, 4 to Eckerman, 2 to Young, and 2 to Kostaroff. And so 12 penalty minutes. It was Vera Paitilla between the pipes. She's the only goaltender Livingston United has, so we're expecting to see Vera Paitilla in net tonight. They don't list the number of shots, so we won't worry about that. Northville, Heaton had a goal. Patterson had a goal. Peters had a goal. 2 goals for Sims for 5 goals. The assists were 1 to Heaton, 2 for Johnson, 1 for Patterson, and that was the 4 assists. Penalty minutes, 6 to Johnson, 6 to Ellie Johnson, 2 to Regan Johnson, and 2 to Flynn. So 5 goals, 4 assists, 10 penalty minutes. Gregory played between the pipes and got the win. Again, Northville undefeated so far on the season. Taking a look at the top point getters here that we need to pay attention to for Livingston United. Top would be Chuba. She has 9 points on the season. Number 2 would be Courtney, who has 8 points on the season. By the way, Chuba was 7 goals, 2 assists, and Courtney had 8 goals and no assists. Then flipping back over, taking a look, next would be Richards, who has 3 goals and 4 assists for 7 points. That would be number 3. Number 4 on the list would be Eckerman with 3 goals and 2 assists. And then last but not least, with 3 points, would be Payson with 3 assists. So that is what you got to watch out for there. Taking a look at Vera Paitilla for at goal. She has 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. Should be 2-2-1, but that's okay. 7 goals against. Again, they haven't tracked any shots, so we don't have a save percentage. But 7 goals against, and it says 7 goals against average. That's absolutely not correct. So don't worry about those. Not all the time do you get sterling statistics as of yet on these sheets. Taking a look at scoring by period, Livingston United has 7 goals in the first. That's the opponent's 4, so +3 for Livingston United. Again, their biggest period is the second. They have 10 goals in the second. The opponents have 4, so that's +6 for them, highest point differential. So Pioneer, highest point differential in the second as well. And then 7 points for Livingston United in the third, 4 for the opponents, so that's +3. 24 goals by Livingston United, 12 by the opponents, so +12 point differential. So if you had 17 assists, that gives Livingston United 39 points, 7 assists for the opponents. That gives them 18. So that moves that to a +21 point differential. Livingston United has only taken, at least to this sheet, they've only taken 30 penalty minutes. The opponents have taken 48. So something to keep an eye on here. If we do take a look, as they are working on resurfacing the ice, and we have the Pioneer Drum Corps over to our right setting up. So We might not be able to pipe in some music into the broadcast, but we will have the drum corps playing, and we appreciate that. Taking a look up here, it is the upcoming schedule for Brighton Howell Heartland. Again, they say, so they have it on Saturday as well, 1:30 game from Kennedy Recreation Center. So I'll have to, I don't think I saw that on the schedule earlier, so I'll have to double check that and update our schedules and make sure we are there. And then on Tuesday, January 18th, they are at Sacred Hearts over at the St. Mary Athletic Complex. That's a 5 o'clock game. Saturday, January 22nd, they're at Grosse Pointe North. That is going to be that at the Kensington Valley Ice House, 2:30 p.m. game. And then they are at the Ann Arbor Ice Cube on January 28th playing Washtenaw United. That is a 6:30 game. So that rounds out what they have coming up in this month. If we take a look at the league right now, top in the league, number one is Northville. They have played 7 games. They have 7 wins for a total of 14 points. Their goals against average is crazy. 50 goals for, 5 goals against, so plus 45 goals against average. That's just, like I said, crazy. Mercy, number 2. They've played 8 games. They have 5 wins, 1 loss, 2 ties. So that gives them 12 points. They have, it drops down. They have a 21 goal differential there, so a little bit more reasonable. Number 3 is Liggett. They've played 5 games. They have 5 wins, no losses, so Liggett undefeated as well. They have 10 points. They have a 21-point differential in their favor as well. Livonia United has played 6 games. They're tied for number 3. They have 5 wins, 1 loss, so that gives them 10 points as well. Grosse Pointe South also with 10 points. That on 6 games played, 5 wins, 1 losses. At number 6 is Huron Skyline. They have 6 games played, 4 wins, 1 loss, and 1 overtime loss. That gives them 9 points. Pioneer sitting right behind them with 8 points. They have 6 games played, 4 wins, 2 losses for 8 points. Cranbrook, Walled Lake, and Grosse Pointe Northern all tied at number 8. Cranbrook is 3-3 on the season. Walled Lake is 3-5 on the season, and Grosse Pointe North is 3-6 on the season. Tied at number 11 is this Brighton Howell Heartland Livingston United team, and Washtenaw United. As we said earlier, Brighton Howell Heartland is 2-2-1. Washtenaw United is 2-5-1. And then tied at 13, Bloomfield Birmingham as 2-1 on the season. So that gives them 4 points. Sacred Heart has 4 points. They are 2-5 on the season. Tied at 15, St. Cath's, who Pioneer just played. They are 0-6-1 on the season. And Troy United is 0-9-1 on the season. And then both Plymouth, Canton, Salem, Downriver, and Regina Lutheran Northern are all don't have any points. So just a little bit of information there. I'll let you listen to a little of the rink noise for just a little bit, and we will get going momentarily as both teams out skating around. Pioneer in their home jerseys with the white tops, the purple on the shoulders. Pioneer inscripted on the front, the numbers in purple on the back and on the sleeves, and dark pants for Livingston United. They're in very similar to, look very similar to the Las Vegas jerseys, where they have gray main body with a nice little old-style helmet on the front. They have black on the sleeves with numbers in white. Then they have a little yellow on it and gray. Black pants, and then black leggings with the yellow and red on it for a little accent. Numbers in white on the back and on the shoulders. So good look by both of these teams. Gotta love it. Like I said, we'll let you listen to a little bit of the rink noise for a moment, and we will be right back with your opening lineups coming up shortly. By the way, if you are looking for the men's game, that's actually got moved back to 7:30, so we should be broadcasting that coming up fairly soon. I'm obviously here, but my father setting things up over at the Ice Cube, and we have Jeffrey Cass hopping on the mic over there for us, so we are very, very grateful for his assistance. Pioneer versus Jackson, Pioneer men's varsity hockey versus Jackson United over at the Ann Arbor Ice Cube starts at 7:30. So lots of fantastic, amazing Ann Arbor hockey happening tonight. We have a wonderful crowd filing in, so we see lots of purple across the way. Number of folks coming from Livingston County as well over on the other side. So we appreciate that. We appreciate all the support for these wonderful, amazing teams. I'm sure the Ice Cube will be rocking as well. Again, that game starts at 7:30. If you're looking for it, you can always just go up at the very top of the Arbor Broadcasting website. There should be a link for Pioneer men's hockey. And obviously this game, hopefully you found out Pioneer women's hockey. So as the officials getting everything talking to the scorers box over across the way. So I see Mr. Thomas over there assisting. We're going to try and bring the mic over. We'll see how well that works. It doesn't look like I have a great connection. I have a remote mic piece, but that only goes about 90 feet. So it's blinking, so we'll see what we can do. Sometimes it's hard to hear the announcement. So I'm going to try and make that better, but I just might need to find one that goes a little further. So minute coming down here. There's the buzzer. Everyone will get the pucks all put away as the team warmed up. They resurfaced the ice right before everyone came out. So we should have the starting lineups and the national anthem coming up. We'll try and bring you the starting lineups from the stadium, Michael. We'll see how well that works. Before we get to the starting lineups, I want to talk about the coaching staff. Pioneer Women's Varsity Ice Hockey, Leah Arendt is the head coach. Assistant coach is Lynn Harrison Lee, and assistant coach Fran Wiesinger. And then the JV head coach, Lon Grantham, and Natalie Grantham. They always help out for varsity games as well, seeing them around the entire team. And then Elisa Johnson, also with the JV assistant coach. Over on the other side, I'm hoping these are still accurate. This is what I have for last year, and the website did not have any new coaches. So Doug Fowler, the head coach, Gwen Dottie, assistant coach, as well as Brad Beaver, Chuck Chuba, Megan Hicks, and Rachel Vaughn, all assistant coaches. Manager is Bill Payson, is the coaching staff, and now we'll get our starting lineups.
Welcome to Veterans Memorial Ice Arena. Tonight's starting lineups first for Livingston United. At forward, number 21, Sabina Payson.
So that's not working really well. Payson comes out.
Also at forward, number 55, Katie Castro.
So Kosterov coming out.
Number 8, Abby Courtney.
Courtney skates out, starting for Livingston.
Number 15, Alexa Schnell. And number 16, Audrey Eckerman.
Shatuk, number 15, Ayara's number 8. And then as well as Eckerman on defense and between the pipes. is Vera Pitella. For Pioneer, Olivia Andrianopoulos skating out to the blue line, starting for Pioneer. Nadia Tuzinski starting for Pioneer.
And skating at center, number 16, Campbell.
Piper Campbell for Pioneer coming out to the blue line.
Number 14,
Ava Drebeck starting for Pioneer, skating out to the blue line. And Kinsey Pilati, the other blue liner. And between the pipes is Maddie Grant. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, the playing of the national anthem. As both teams skate over to the bench, ready to get going. Livingston United versus Pioneer here at Veterans Memorial Ice Arena. Looking forward to some wonderful hockey as the players get their helmets on and gloves put on, and we're getting ready to go. The officials over by the scorer's bench having last minute talk. Last moment instructions from the coaching bench, and now they skate out. Maddie Grant skating down to our right. She has that crease just the way she likes it. She gets set up. Over to our left is Vera Pitella. Campbell taking the face off versus Courtney as that comes back into the Livingston zone. Grabbed by Tuzinski. She chips it forward. That comes outside the far circle. Lifted down, brought the other direction, trying to chip it out as Livingston United. That pulled back by Shatuk into the far corner. Coming up, Pioneer out in front as Tuzinski trying to get it back into the far corner. Centering attempt. That ricochets off the near boards. Brought in. Drebeck has it on the near circle. Drebeck coming in through the slot. Shot. That deflects. Another shot just off. That goes all the way through the crease into the far corner. Drebeck underneath the far circle. Centering attempt trying to get to Tuzinski. Puck wouldn't settle down. Held in by Olivia Andrianopoulos. That puck grab. Top of the near circle by Tuzinski through the slot. Tuzinski has that poke checked away. As that puck grabs back. Tuzinski has it. She loses an edge. Battle for it on the near circle. Able to hold it in. Tuzinski sends it back into the near corner as that's pulled back around by Eckerman. Eckerman has it in along the far boards in her own zone. Pulled away by Tuzinski on that far circle. Tuzinski with the shot. That deflects out in front. The puck loose in the slot. Grabbing it. That shot just went wide by Campbell. Picked up back behind by Eckerman. She sends it in along the near boards. Campbell trying to grab it, held in at the near point by Drebeck. Drebeck takes a shot. That gathered in by Eckerman, taking it, and Tuzinski stole it away. That shot just went a little bit high as Shatuk banks it off the near boards. Kosterov trying to get it out of the zone. The puck loose. Jasinski fires that back deep into the far corner. Chasing it, Brainerd trying to get over to it. That lifted back to the far point. Pioneer trying to hold it in. Now that's lifted back out into the neutral zone. Brainerd sends it right back into the zone. Pulling it ahead is Eckerman over center ice. Eckerman coming down into the Pioneer zone. Eckerman into the slot. Comes over on the near circle. Eckerman going back behind the Pioneer goal underneath the near circle. That cleared away. Flint has it in along the far boards trying to get it out of her zone. Flint sends it down the far boards into the neutral zone as there's a foot race. Flint trying to get to it before it goes over the goal line. She has it back behind in along the end boards of the Livingston United zone. And picked up, coming down the slot, coming ahead with it is Chuda. Chuda has it on the near circle of the Pioneer zone. Chuda with the shot saved by Grand. Grand covers it up. 12:40 left to go here in the first. 0-0 is our score live from Veterans Memorial Ice Arena. You're watching Pioneer Women's Varsity Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting. Face-off is in the near face-off circle. Chuba in to take the face-off. Campbell on the other side. Back behind Campbell is Drebeck. As they drop it, the puck, top of the near circle, comes back to the blue line. That's sent all the way over into the far point. Young trying to get to it. That knocked out. Picked up by Campbell. Campbell chains the zone, top of the near circle. Campbell has that poke checked away as it comes in along the near boards. Sent ahead by Richards. Gathered in by Drebeck at her own blue line. She sends it over to Plotty down the far boards in the neutral zone. Richards trying to knock it away. Campbell comes over to try and secure that puck. Chipping it ahead as it rolls back to the Livingston blue line. Here comes Livingston United. Coming in is Eckerman. Eckerman on the near circle. She weaves out in front. Saved by Grand. The puck in the slot. Richards gathers it in. And shot just went wide. Picked up and along the far boards. Pioneer trying to get it out of the zone. They lift it all the way back to the Livingston blue line. Now that ricocheted ahead by Young all the way back into the Pioneer zone. Drebeck has it in along the end boards, back behind her own goal into the far corner. Drebeck has that poke checked away. Livingston, Richards has it to the far side of the goal. Goes back behind the Pioneer goal. Tries a wraparound attempt. The puck sitting in the slot, trying to clear it away. There's a battle for it, and Grant finally gets her glove over top of it. 11:35 left to go. As 0-0 is our score. Face-off in the near face-off circle. As that puck brought back to the blue line and pops back into the neutral zone. Eckerman along the far boards has to fire right back into the Pioneer zone. Pioneer chases it back behind and along the near boards, chipped away by Zoe Andrianopoulos. The puck comes in, is to the near side. Olivia Andrianopoulos brings it down the near board. She ricochets it as it heads back into the Livingston United zone. That will be icing and head all the way back into the Pioneer end. Again, if you're looking for the men's game, that should be up and going soon. Just click the link at the top for men's Varsity Pioneer men's hockey. That will take you over there. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Coming to the top, Pioneer trying to get it out of the zone. That held in and lifted through the slot. Olivia that poked away by Atzman. Bringing it back, the puck loose and covered up by Grand. Early on, Pioneer had a lot of pressure going down Livingston's way. Livingston returning the favor now. Face-off will be in the far face-off circle. Drebeck and Plotty come in at the blue line. Campbell in to take the face-off. As that puck in the slot, Richards has it. As it's loose, that fed ahead. Racing down, here comes Jof. Jof in the slot. Jof comes in, makes a move, shoots, and save by Pytilla. Vera Pytilla getting the save. The puck in along the near boards as Chuba trying to get out of the zone. Flint holds it in, poked away from Flint. Now Chuba sends it in along the near boards of the neutral zone. Drebeck fires it to Plotty and along the far boards of her own zone. Plotty ricochets it, but it won't leave the zone. Picked up by Campbell. Campbell goes back behind her own goal, trying to avoid pressure by Chuba. Campbell coming down the near boards, feeds it ahead for Jof. Jof has that knocked away, and then Eckerman fires it right back into the Pioneer zone, but that's going to be icing as she was on the wrong side of center ice. 10:08 left to go here in the first period. 0-0 is our score. Face-off is going to be in the near face-off circle. That is to the right of Vera Paitilla. As Brainerd in to take the face-off for Pioneer. That puck comes into the slot as there's a shot by Chen. Oh, saved by Vera Paitilla into the near corner. Spinning with it, Eckerman has it back behind the goal. Eckerman coming down the far boards. Eckerman sends it, cross-ice pass through the neutral zone, going over to Kostarov. That bouncing puck comes just to the near side of the Pioneer goal. Drebeck gets tangled up, trying to get to that in along the end boards. Now Prince has it in the near corner. Prince coming down the near boards, trying to knock that the other way. Courtney trying to take a shot on goal. That went off of his skate. Coming in, Eckerman has it top of the far circle. Now that put along. Payson had it for a moment. Back to Eckerman at the far point. Eckerman shot that deflected by Pilati out in front. Pilati has that stolen away by Payson as Grand knocks it off. That through the slot. Courtney with the shot. Another save by Grand. The puck loose on the near side. Knocked in along the near boards. Pioneer trying to get it out of the zone. Would not leave the zone as now Pilati chases into the far corner to get it. Trying to avoid Payson. Picked up by Chen. Coming down the far boards. Chen pinned against the boards by Payson. Now that lifted out. Puck still loose. Top high slot pulled away. Chuba with a shot that deflected off of Kostarov out in front. Bouncing puck covered up by Grand. Still loose apparently on the far side. Now covered up. 8:46 left to go here in the first period. 0-0 is our score. Face-off will be in the far face-off circle. Campbell in to take the face-off. Tuzinski to her left. Olivia Andrianopoulos to her right. As that puck comes back, fired back to the far point. Eckerman holds it in, sends it in along the near boards. Richards has it into the near corner. Campbell trying to separate the puck. And through the slot, intercepted. Here comes Pioneer. Tuzinski weaving through traffic over center ice. Tuzinski gains the zone. Tuzinski on the near circle has that poked away. Kostarov with an excellent defensive play. Tuzinski through the slot. Shot and save. Tuzinski chases it into the far corner. Tuzinski back behind the net. Now coming. Shot that off of the pipe and goes back behind the net. Rimmed all the way around outside the far circle. Campbell sends it into the slot. Tuzinski with it. Tuzinski spinning with it. That loose, grabbed away, and Livingston United ricochets it off the far boards. Zoe Andrianopoulos chasing it. That puck loose coming in is Richards. Richards has it on the far circle. Shot and saved by Grand, and she hangs on to it. 7:52 left to go here in the first period. Zero is our score. As the puck stopped by Eckerman at the far circle. Coming into the near corner, and here it comes. Eckerman fires it to Payson, coming down the far boards. Payson outside the far circle, shot that deflects back into the near corner. Pilati trying to pull it out of the near corner. That grabs back to the near point for Eckerman. Eckerman sending it deep into the near corner for Kostarov. Kostarov trying to throw it through the slot. Now Brainerd has it in along the near boards, or far boards. Brainerd coming over on blue line. Feathers it ahead, trying to get to Flynn as that goes deep into the Livingston zone. Coming back, the puck loose on the far circle. Payson trying to get to it, held in by Jofe at the far point. That rims all the way around the boards, back behind the goal, into the near corner where Eckerman has it. Eckerman ricochets it off the near boards, held in by Pilati. Pilati battling Kostarov. Now there's Flynn with it. Kostarov sending it, trying to get it out of the zone. That lifted back into the neutral zone. Pioneer had sent all the way down the ice. That should be icing, and indeed it is. 6:43 left to go. Here in the first, 0-0 is our score. Campbell in to take the face-off. Chuba on the other side. That puck in along the near boards. Prince chasing, trying to get to it. The puck ricocheted off the near boards by Richards. Now knocked off the near boards by Drebeck, but sent all the way deep into the Pioneer zone. Drebeck in the near corner sends the puck for a ride. Trying to get over on the far side to Olivia Andrianopoulos. The puck loose outside the near circle. Drebeck into the near corner, battling Chuba. Now Campbell comes over. Campbell going back behind her own goal. Campbell underneath the far circle. She bangs it off the far boards. That comes all the way back. Eckerman has it at center ice. And that catches Portinga on the bench. As she's the backup goalie, and she takes a puck off the chest protector. She's all right. She gets a pat on the back of the helmet by coach. You know, you got to keep your eyes open on that bench. You might get a puck no matter what. The puck back to the blue line. Young trying to pull it away. Here comes Tuzinski into the zone. Tuzinski with the shot. That cleared away by Kostorov into the far corner. Excuse me. That was Shatuk. Now the puck banked off of the far boards. Drebeck has it back in her own zone on the far circle. Drebeck rebounds it off the far boards. Now that lifted back. Chen trying to get it out of the zone. Here comes Tuzinski. Tuzinski over center ice. Tuzinski gains the zone. Tuzinski in the slot. Tuzinski trying to get out in front. That shot off the side of the net as Courtney sends it along the near boards, trying to get it to Kostorov. And loose, Courtney has it. Courtney coming down the near boards. Poke checked away from her. Picked up. Kostorov sends it down to the Pioneer blue line. Drebeck fires that ahead right to center ice. Trying to get it over to Chen. Intercepted. Now Brainerd sends it off the far boards all the way back deep. Icing waved off as Pioneer goes for a line change. Eckerman has the puck back behind her own goal. Trying to pull that away. As that's brought back to the near point. Zoe Andrianopoulos with a shot that just goes wide. Chen trying to get to it. Now Tuzinski back behind the goal. Tuzinski underneath the near circle. Tuzinski moving through traffic into the slot on the far circle. Tuzinski with the shot. That deflected high into the near corner. Shatuk has it. Now that knocked away. Tuzinski with the shot. That pulled away Chuba coming down the far boards. Chuba has a great poke check that knocked away. Great job by Trappell. Coming ahead now, Olivia Andrianopoulos tips it in, but they're going to say offsides. 4:24 left to go here in the first. 0-0 is our score. Live from Veterans Memorial Ice Arena. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle outside of the Livingston zone. Campbell in to take the face-off. Courtney on the other side. The puck picked up by Campbell. Campbell fires it in. That intercepted by Young. Young backhands it onto the far circle over to Eckerman, who fires it down. Zoe Andrianopoulos trying to get to it. That's sent all the way down the ice. As icing waved off, Courtney has it. Backhanded shot. That off the side of the net comes outside the near circle. Sent ahead by Campbell. That chipped all the way back. That will be icing. As a Pioneer player tipped it, but it was on the wrong side of center ice. 3:58 left to go here in the first. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. That to Grant's left. As Campbell in to take the face-off. Courtney on the other side. That puck, Kostorov has it. Shot. And steered into the far corner by Grant. As the head to Flynn. Flynn has that poked away. Still loose outside the far circle. Payson with it. Centering attempt. Knocked down. Great defensive play by Campbell to avoid, or by Drebeck to avoid a centering pass, but that brought right back in by Payson. The puck comes to Olivia Andrianopoulos down the near board. She has that poke checked away and comes right back into the Pioneer zone. Piper Campbell banks it off the near board, trying to get out of the zone. Kostorov holds it in into the near corner. Drebeck trying to poke the check away from her. The puck away from her. Now Campbell comes in. Campbell sends it along the near boards. Olivia Andrianopoulos battling at the near point and sends that forward as Shatuk at it. As that goes all the way down, and that will be icing. 3:08 left to go here in the first. Now, unlike college and professional hockey, when you ice the puck in high school hockey, you can still get a line change. So you can still get fresh bodies out there. Face off and along the near board. Shatuk sends it over to Eckerman at the far point. That deflected away. Coming down the boards is Jove. Jove loses an edge but gets it back. And pulled in by Brainerd. Now the puck prints grabbing it along the near boards. That knocked down along the near boards. Richard trying to pull it out of the zone. Drabeck sends it deep into the near corner. Jove chasing it in along the end boards. That lifted all the way outside the far circle. Brainerd had it. That tipped away. And here comes a rush by Richards over center ice. Richards gains the zone, top of the near circle, as Olivia Andrianopoulos, as Drabeck drives her wide. That puck grab back behind the goal into the far corner. That ricocheted off, grabbed by Eckerman at the far point. Pulling it back. Here comes Drabeck trying to knock it out of the zone. Now Brainerd sends it for a ride. That will go all the way on edge down. That'll be icing again. 2:15 left to go here in the first. 0-0 is our score. Face-off will come to Grand's right in the far face-off circle. Tuzinski out there, as well as Atzman, Zoe Andrianopoulos, Chen, and then here comes Piper Campbell. On the other side, Courtney to take the face-off. Payson to her left, Kostarov to her right. The puck loose, trying to get to it, still sitting. Courtney with the shot, and they score. Oh, it just caught the far corner. And Courtney puts it in. That adds 2:08. So Livingston United takes the 1-goal lead. We'll see if there's an assist on that, as the wonderful folks in the score box will let us know. Campbell versus Courtney. That puck in along the far board. Shatuk sends it into the Pioneer zone. Atzman trying to knock it away. The puck all the way back in along the end lines of the Pioneer zone. Now lifted back. Tuzinski trying to get to it. That loose through the slot as Grand got a glove on it. Oh, Grand tried to stick it away and was deflected right back into the slot. As the assist out there was to Payson. So that was Courtney from Payson on the Livingston United goal. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That to Grand's left. Puck at the near point. Pioneer gets it back into the neutral zone. All the way down the ice. As no icing. Chipped in along the near boards. Coming back. As here comes Tuzinski through the slot. Tuzinski comes top of the far circle. Tuzinski goes back behind the goal. Sends it out in front. Trying to get to Campbell. That poked away. Chuba trying to get it out of the zone. Now it's lifted back into the zone. Tuzinski trying to get to it. Chuba gains the zone, top of the far circle. Trappell drives her wide. The puck through the slot comes back, top of the near circle. Eckerman with the shot. That deflects, spinning puck back into the neutral zone. Racing forward is Chen. Chen grabs it. Poke checked away by Eckerman. Chen outside the near circle. Gets it to Trappell at the near point. Trappell sends it back. On the near circle, trying to get to it is Tuzinski. That goes towards the goal. And Vera trying to get to it is Vera Pitella covering it up. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Brainerd in to take the face-off versus Courtney. That puck in along the end boards, grabbed by Eckerman. Eckerman goes back behind her own goal. Eckerman sends it in along the near boards for Kostarov. Kostarov over center ice. Kostarov gains the Pioneer zone. Offsides the call. As Livingston United 1, Pioneer nothing here in the first. 41.9 seconds left to go. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. Prince in to take the face-off, or excuse me, as Courtney in to take the face-off. Versus Brainerd, as that puck comes all the way back. Zoe Andrianopoulos banks it forward into the neutral zone. Puck loose. Eckerman trying to fire it right back in. Brainerd trying to get it. Zoe Andrianopoulos sends it all the way. Deep in the neutral zone. Prince trying to pick it up. Prince fires it into the Livingston zone as that comes on the near circle. As Shatuk sends it ahead. Here comes Kostarov. Kostarov gains the zone in the high slot. Kostarov on the far circle. That stick back behind by Grant. Puck in along, outside on the far side of the net. That stick back behind the Pioneer goal. 2 seconds left to go. 1 second, and that will do it for the first. at the end of one. Only one score to report, as that was Livingston United scoring at 2:08. And that was a goal by Courtney as Payson on the assist. No penalties in that period. Very clean period of hockey. As they'll just talk things over for a moment. Again, if you're looking for the men's game, if you're on the Arbor Broadcasting site, just go up to the top, and you should be able to click on Pioneer Men's Hockey. Again, we don't have any music here because it was missing a chord, but we can pop over and read a couple PSAs here. I pulled them up earlier. There we go. Okay. So, we have always said that sportsmanship is the golden rule in action, but why should it stop when the game is over? Now, more than ever, we need to respect each other and treat each other with common decency, not only between the lines, but outside the lines in our daily lives. In sports and in life, nothing beats good sportsmanship. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for students. It's all on the health and safety page of the MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Pioneer out, going from left to right in this opening, or in this period. Let's get back and change the scoreboard here. Second period, Livingston has a 1-0 lead on Pioneer. As Vera Paitilla to our right, Maddie Grand to our left. That puck at center ice, lifted ahead by Livingston as it goes into the Pioneer zone. Kostarov has it on the far circle, poked away by Drebeck as Jof battling it outside the far circle. Held in by Young at the far point. Lifted top of the far circle. Here comes Pioneer at their own blue line. Jof coming down the near boards over center ice. That's Flynn. Flynn, top of the near circle. That poked away right back behind the Livingston goal. Grabbed by Jof as she comes underneath the near circle. That knocked off with the far boards. Kostarov trying to get it out of the zone. Atzman holding it in. Again, that's knocked to the far point. Now lifted back into the neutral zone. Here comes Kostarov. Kostarov has it, top of the near circle. Shot! That's sticked away by Grand into the near corner. Drebeck has it back behind her own goal. Drebeck underneath the far circle. She sends ahead for Jof. Jof fires it in along the far boards. That spins all the way back, and that will be icing. Oh, Pioneer just not able to get there. As I believe that was Brainerd that was Flynn who raced all the way down there and almost got to it. And just not in time. That brings it back into the Pioneer zone. 14:04 left to go here in the second. 1-0. Livingston with the lead. Face off in the far face-off circle. There's Brainerd now versus Chuba. The puck comes back to the far point for Shatuk. Knocked away by Chen as that goes all the way back to Livingston blue line. Now in along the near boards. Ricocheted ahead. Grabbed by Chizinski. Now fire back. Here comes Prince. Prince down the far boards. Prince gains the zone. Prince outside the far circle. That gathered away by Shatuk. Sent right back to the blue line, but offsides the call as that puck just got back behind the blue line. So Pioneer having to come outside of the Livingston zone in the near face-off circle. As Brainerd in to take the face-off versus Chuba. Chen to Brainerd's right. Olivia Andrianopoulos, Prince to her left. Prince chips that in, that grabbed, brought ahead and lifted all the way back to the Pioneer blue line. Pilati sends it along the near boards. That lifted ahead and goes all the way down the ice. That was chipped, so it will be right back behind the Livingston goal. Chen knocks that, trying to get to it right back behind the goal as it gets stuck in the netting. Now Chen comes to the near side, spins going to the far side. Prince right out in front. Chen over to Brainerd. Brainerd with the shot. Oh, that just missed wide to the near side. Prince chasing it outside the near circle as that comes back. Centering attempt, trying to get into Chen. That slips all the way past Pilati and Chizinski playing defense as Chen has it on the far circle, sends that back deep again. Picked up back behind by Eckerman. Eckerman underneath the near circle. Eckerman moves along the far boards. Eckerman gets out of the zone. Chen trying to chase her. Eckerman gains the zone. Top of the far circle. Eckerman trying to get out in front. Jasinski knocks that away. The puck into the near corner. Pioneer in along the near boards. That feathered ahead. Young has it right at center ice. Moves it over to Chuba along the far boards. Chuba over center ice. Gains the Pioneer zone. Chuba outside the far circle. And left behind. Pilati knocking that puck away. The puck outside the near circle. As Jasinski skating with it. That pulled away by Richards. Centering attempt. That goes all the way through the slot. Outside the far circle where Chuba has it. Pilati knocks that away. Pilati banks it off the end boards. Now Richards trying to send it out in front. The puck loose, backhanded shot, blocker save, and then it comes back into the near corner. Two excellent saves by Grand. Pioneer trying to get the puck out of the zone. That held in by Richards, poked away. Payson has it. That ricocheted away. Pioneer trying to come in. Campbell now back to try and get it. Flynn gains the zone. Flynn top of the near circle. Flynn with the shot, and she scores! Flynn puts it in. Pioneer ties it up 1-1 at 11:48 here in the second. Goal by Pioneer. I believe it was Flynn. We'll see if anyone tipped it out in front. As the official comes over and we'll give the official ruling. And we will be notified about it momentarily. That puck through the neutral zone, in along the far boards, brought in by Olivia Andrianopoulos outside the far circle. That comes right back behind, underneath the near circle. Flynn trying to get it out in front. Now Campbell picks it up back behind the goal. Campbell off the far side of the net. That knocked away. Here comes Shatuk down the near boards. That comes back as that was Flynn with the goal and Tuzinski with the assist. As Pioneer makes it 1-1 with 11:23 left to go, as it is a icing and comes right back into the Livingston zone with 11:23 left to go here in the second period. Chen to the near side of the face-off circle, Prince to the far side, Jove taking the face-off. Drebeck and Trappell back behind them. Chuba on the other side taking the face-off. That puck top of the near circle, battle for it, comes through the slot. Prince trying to poke that, comes into the near corner. Chen has it there. Chen going back behind the goal, loses an edge. That puck loose to the near side of the goal, now collected. Here comes Courtney with it over her own blue line. Courtney coming down the near boards of the neutral zone, gains the Pioneer zone. Courtney, high slot, shot, and knocked away. Good save by Grand. The puck outside the near circle, lifted ahead, held in by Shatuk. She takes a shot. And poked away through the neutral zone, coming ahead. Drebeck over center ice. Drebeck brings it into the Livingston zone outside the near circle. Drebeck chases it into the near corner. Drebeck back behind the goal. Now comes to the far side, trying to fire it into the slot. The puck loose. Courtney chasing it. That deflects outside the far circle. Chen trying to grab it there. The puck got loose. Held in. That fired deep by Trappell. Held in again by Jolf at the far point, then put to Chen in the far corner. Chen comes back behind Livingston goal, sends it over to Jolf on the near circle. That pulled back away by Kostaroff. Battle for it on that far circle. Kostaroff has it now. The puck loose into the neutral zone. Coming ahead, here comes Payson with only Drebeck in front of her. Payson with the shot that goes just wide to the near side. Trappell from the far corner, trying to send it ahead to Chen. Held in by Courtney. She sends it back into back behind the Pioneer goal. Trappell has it there. Trappell sends it along the near boards, chasing it. That picked up by Eckerman. Her shot goes wide. Kostoroff chases it all the way outside the far circle. Centering attempt, that knocked away by Chen into the far corner. Another centering attempt, that intercepted and fired right back. The puck slips out into the neutral zone as Livingston will have to reset. Comes all the way back. Eckerman has it in along the near boards of her own zone. Long cross-ice pass, that brought in. Here comes Richards. Richards moves it over to Chuba on the near side, and a shot and a save by Maddie Grand. Oh, Chuba had it point blank right on the inner edge of the near circle, and Grand slid over as it was a give and go. Grand slid over, grabbed it, and held on. Fantastic save to keep it 1-1 here. 9:29 left to go here in the second. As Livingston United had a goal early in the first, Pioneer tied it up in the second. Both teams looking to get that go-ahead goal. The puck hauled in at the near point, shot, and out in front, and they score as it went in. I think Grand was screened, and I don't believe she saw it, as that just caught the inner edge of the far post. I didn't see. We'll get exactly who put that in. Face off right at center ice, as that was 9-16 the score. As the puck back into Livingston zone, that shot off the side of the net. Comes back in along the near boards. Kostorf has it in along the near circle. That kicked back and fired ahead, as that one is going to be icing, as that goal was by Eckerman and the assist to Richards. So Eckerman puts Livingston United ahead by a goal. 8:56 left to go here in the second period. Livingston 2, Pioneer 1. Face-off is going to be to Vera Paitila's left in the near face-off circle. Jof in to take the face-off. Kostorf on the other side. That puck through the slot, as on the far circle is Trzynski. Trzynski shot that one off of a post. Trzynski has it underneath the near circle. Trzynski as a one-timer by Draybeck, save by Vera Paitila. Puck still loose on the near side. Now Kostorf has it underneath the near circle. Now sends it ahead as that puck slips into the neutral zone. Draybeck has it right at center ice. Draybeck coming down the far boards, knocked away. The puck gathered by Jof, sending it over to Trzynski. Trzynski gains the zone into the slot, comes over top of the far circle. Trzynski trying to avoid pressure, sends it right back behind. Draybeck has it back behind her own goal. She's pinned to the goal as Jof has it in the near corner. Jof fires it into the far corner for Trzynski. That knocked away. The puck pulled down on the far side. Shattuck gets it into the neutral zone. Here comes Richards coming ahead. Richards had an assist on the last goal, on the go-ahead goal. Draybeck sends ahead to Trzynski. Trzynski picks it up in the neutral zone over center ice. Trzynski gains the zone. A trio of Livingston players around her. She fires that. That goes high, as Chen stops it on the far side. That's sent right back behind Livingston goal into the near corner. Pioneer with it, as Trzynski, that popped away all the way back to the Pioneer zone. Chasing for it. Flint going back to get it, as that is going to be into the far corner. Lifted all the way back through the neutral zone. Eckerman has it at her own blue line. Eckerman fires it off the far boards. That goes all the way back deep into the Pioneer zone. That will be icing and head back the other way. 7:16 left to go here in this, the second period. 2-1 is the score. Livingston United in the lead. And it comes back into Livingston zone. That'll be in the far face-off circle, as Chen in to take the face-off. Olivia Andrianopoulos to her right, Prince to her left. Flynn and Trappell playing defense. The puck into the far corner. Chuba has it back behind her own goal, going from the far side to the near side. Chuba coming down the near boards. Chuba gets it through the neutral zone. Chuba with the breakaway coming back. Trappell trying to stay in front of her. Chuba with the shot. Grand with the save. That puck up into the netting, as they're going to bring the face-off outside of the Pioneer zone in the far face-off circle. 6:59 left to go here in this, the second period. 2-1, Livingston with the lead. Chen in to take the face-off on the other side. Courtney, as that puck back in along the near boards. Eckerman comes ahead. Eckerman gains the zone. She had the go-ahead goal. Eckerman brings it back behind the Pioneer goal. There's a shot. Grand trying to cover it up, and there is the whistle. That off the far side of the net. Grand getting a glove on it. 6:43 left to go here in the second period. Face-off will be in the far face-off circle. Campbell comes out. Jof, Trzynski, Draybeck, and Atzman are with her. On the other side, Courtney. Kostorf to her left. Payson to her right. Comes back to Young at the far point. Young Moves over on the near side, Eckerman. Eckerman, top of the near circle. Shot that just goes wide to the far side. Kostorf has it. Back to the far point to Young. Back to Kostorf. Outside the far circle. Kostorf comes top of the far circle. Shot. That goes wide into the near corner. As Courtney sends it back to the near point. Now that's sent by Eckerman into the near corner. Battle for it as here comes Pioneer ahead. Chizinski has it coming down the near boards over center ice. Chizinski gains the zone outside the near circle. Chizinski has that puck poked away into the far corner. Jof with it into the far corner, trying to poke that away. Campbell trying to hold it in. Still pinned against the boards. Satzman trying to poke that away. Jof comes away with it. Jof outside the far circle. Centering attempt, moves it over. Trying to get to it was Campbell, and they score! 5:48. Pioneer had it as there was a battle for it on the far side of the goal, just between that far circle and the crease. Pioneer trying to battle to fire it in. And they tie it up 2-0. That with 5:48 left to go. Chizinski might have gotten that, but we will see. As Chizinski with it now at her own blue line, coming along the near boards. Banks off the near boards. Shatuk has it, sends it the other direction. Grabbed and fed ahead by Drebeck. The puck loose and along the near boards, right between the benches. Rolling puck goes on the near circle. Young whips it around the boards. As that was indeed Chizinski, as the assist goes to Piper Campbell and Jof. Puck back into neutral zone. Young has it. Sends it over to Shatuk right at center ice. Shatuk coming along the near boards. Banks it off the near boards. Drebeck has it outside the near circle. Drebeck sends it ahead. As here comes Olivia Andrianopoulos. Chuba trying to knock it away. Olivia Andrianopoulos sends it deep into the far corner. Olivia Andrianopoulos centering attempt for Brainerd. And able to hang on to it was Vera Paitilla. But excellent job to move that over right to Brainerd. Olivia Andrianopoulos seeing Brainerd. Brainerd had an excellent attempt at it. And Vera Paitilla able to get her glove on top of it. 2-2 is our score here in the second. 4:51 left to go. Here in the second, that puck loose. Gathered in, here comes Courtney at center ice. That chipped away, Payson gets the puck, top of the near circle of the Pioneer zone. And pulled away, here comes Pioneer as Zoe Andrianopoulos trying to get to it. She has it right at center ice. Zoe Andrianopoulos coming down the far boards. She fires that spinning puck deep into the far corner. Puck loose outside the far circle. Shatuk has it. Shatuk lifting it down. That'll go all the way down the ice. And that'll be icing. 4:19 left to go here in the second period. 2-2 is our score. As Livingston United got out to the early 1-0 lead in the first, Pioneer tied it up at 11:48 in the second. 2 goals, one by each team from there. As Livingston got the goal-ahead goal to go 2-1, then Pioneer tied it up. The puck back to the far point, held in by Pioneer. Chen puts on the far circle, shot in, a save by Vera Paitilla. Campbell in to take the face-off. Flynn to her left. Courtney across the way. That puck tipped back to the far point. Trappell sends outside the far circle. Now Campbell trying to get to it. And backhanded deep by Courtney. As they're going to say Pioneer tipped it. That will be no offsides. No icing. In along the far boards. Olivia Andrianopoulos trying to get to it. That picked up. Here comes Campbell over to Flynn. Flynn fires it deep into the near corner as that slips right back behind the Livingston goal. Gathered up back there, coming along the near boards. As that's Eckerman who gets it out into the neutral zone. Drebeck brings it right back in. Drebeck on the near circle with the shot, and she scores! Drebeck puts it in upper right-hand corner with a flick of the wrist from the near circle. And Pioneer takes their first lead of the game at the 3:31 mark. Pioneer now with a 2-goal run Drebeck with a huge goal from the defensive position. With a pretty shot, just perfectly placed. Nothing Vera Pytila could do about that one. Tuzinski in to take the face-off right at center ice. So unassisted by Drebeck, and her father calling that goal, so that's always fun. 3:20 left to go as he was just on the mic. Coming ahead, here comes Tuzinski over center ice. Pioneer 3, Livingston 2, as Tuzinski takes a shot that deflects back behind. Picked up by Eckerman. She loses the puck, then gets it back, fires it ahead. As Richards gets it into neutral zone, but Tuzinski trying to pull it away. That comes along the near boards, picked up by Drebeck over center ice. Drebeck battling Chuba, comes into the zone. Drebeck on the near circle, shot! And that's a glove save. Ooh. Another sniper shot by Drebeck, but an excellent glove save by Vera Pytila. As she just flipped the leather out, gathered it in. 2:50 left to go here in the second. Pioneer 3, Livingston 2. Face off. That to Vera Pytila's left in the near face off circle. Tuzinski in to take the face off versus Courtney. Prince to Tuzinski's right. That puck comes back to the near point, held in by Zoe Andrianopoulos. She takes a shot that just goes wide. Almost cost the post. Prince battling into the near corner, trying to pull that away. Prince outside the near circle. Prince fires it back in along the end boards. Tuzinski trying to chase it. That puck comes back to the near point, held in by Zoe Andrianopoulos. Now she has to chase it again. That puck slips all the way back as into the Pioneer zone. Jove trying to get to it. Courtney trying to knock it away. That puck goes back behind the Pioneer goal. Now into the near corner. Bringing it ahead. Payson slips it back behind the Pioneer goal. Tuzinski trying to knock that away. Tuzinski coming down the far boards. Tuzinski gets ahead of steam. Tuzinski over center ice. She's pinned against the boards. Livingston grabs the puck and sends it the other way. Zoe Andrianopoulos grabs it at her own blue line. She ricochets it off the far boards. And gathered in by Kostarov in the far corner of her own zone. Kostarov from the far side to the near side, back behind her own goal. Sends ahead to Payson. Payson coming down the near boards. And stopped by Drebeck. Drebeck sends it along the far boards. Grabbed by Chen. Loose puck. Skitters ahead. And picked up, sent ahead by Shatuk. Loose at center ice. Now that lifted back into the Pioneer zone. Courtney into the near corner of the Pioneer zone, trying to pull that away. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go in this period. Pioneer with a 1-goal lead. Tuzinski has it underneath the near circle. Tuzinski trying to weave through traffic, comes over on blue line, coming down the far boards. Tuzinski trying to get around Richards. Tuzinski has that poke checked away on the far circle, still trying to get a shot off, and she puts it in! And she got a shot that didn't have everything on it, and poked away by Vera Pytila, but Tuzinski got the rebound and fired it in. And Vera Pytila has to be frustrated because she got a good stop, but that rebound, Tuzinski gets her second goal of the game, firing it in at 1:09. Pioneer takes the 4-2 lead. We'll see if there's an assist on that. Campbell in to take the faceoff versus Chuba. That puck right at center ice comes in along the far boards. Brought in ahead by Eckerman. Campbell has her against the wall. That comes back. Drebeck picks it up back behind, as that is Tuzinski unassisted on that last goal. The puck in along the near boards. Campbell chasing it, gains his own. Campbell drop pass, that's stolen away by Kostarov. Kostarov over center ice the other direction. Kostarov comes on the near circle, driven wide by Drebeck as the puck outside the far circle. Pilati trying to get to it. That's sent back to Eckerman at the far point. Eckerman with a rising shot. Blocker save into the near corner as Campbell chasing it, trying to get to it. Campbell in the far corner of the Pioneer zone. 25 seconds left to go. The puck all the way back to the Livingston zone. Kostarov has it in along the near boards, ricochets it ahead. That brought in by Richards. Richards has it stolen away by Campbell. 13 seconds left. Campbell takes it back behind her own goal, going from the near side to the far side. Campbell coming down ice, over her own blue line, down the far board. She fires that deep on net. That goes just wide to the near corner, and that will do it for the second period action. Exciting second period action. 1 goal in the first. Not that that wasn't exciting, but lots of goals in the second. Started off with Pioneer goal to tie it up, as that was Flynn from Tuzinski at 1:48. Then Livingston had a goal as that was put in by Eckerman, assisted by Richards at 9:16. Then Pioneer scored as it was Tuzinski, battle from the just outside of the crease on the far side. Tuzinski put it in. Campbell and Jolf on the assist at 4:48. Pioneer scored again. This time the go-ahead goal. That was Drabeck with a sniper shot, upper left-hand corner from the near circle at 3:31. And then Tuzinski put it in as she took a shot, and again the puck wouldn't settle down. She couldn't get everything on it, so a poke sticked away by Vera Paitila came right back to Tuzinski, who fired it in for the goal at 1:09 unassisted. That's where we're at, 4-2 here at Veterans Memorial Ice Arena, as we will step away, taking a look over at the men's game right now in the first with 4:20 left to go. Pioneer has the 1-goal lead over Jackson, 1-0. So let's take a little bit of a look as they resurface the ice, get the Zamboni out here. Let's do a scoreboard report. As I flip that over and find that sheet in my wonderful handy guide, let's go all the way back from the first of the year. Over on the 4th, it was Livonia United beating Cranbrook 8-0 on the 4th. That was the only game on the 4th. On the 5th, it was Northville shutting out Troy United 7-0 over at Eddie Egger Ice Arena. Skyline beat Grosse Pointe North 2-1 here at Veterans Memorial Ice Arena. It was Liggett beating Washtenaw 4-2. That over at the Ann Arbor Ice Cube. Also on the 5th, it was Grosse Pointe South beating Walled Lake over at the ESH rink. That's why I couldn't remember that East Side hockey rink. On the 6th, it was Washtenaw beating Regina Lutheran North 4-2. That over at Fraser's Hockey Land. And Mercy and this Livingston United team tied 3-3 over at the KVIH location. Over on the 7th, it was Cranbrook beating Regina Lutheran North 9-1 over at the Cranbrook Wallace Ice Arena. Sacred Heart versus Mid-Michigan United, no score reported. That over at the Dow Event Center over in Saginaw. On the 8th, it was Liggett doubling up Grand Downriver 6-3 over at McCann's Ice Arena. Washtenaw United shut out Troy United 5-0 over at Oak Park. Let's see, Cranbrook, Sacred Heart United beat Cranbrook 4-3. That over at the St. Mary's Athletic Complex. It was Mercy beating Grosse Pointe North over at the ESH rink 4-1. And Pioneer, as we talked about earlier, shut out St. Catherine's 6-0 over at the Suburban Ice rink over at Farmington Hills. Games today, there's a couple action today in the Women's Hockey League. This game versus Pioneer and Livingston United. Huron Skyline is over at Walled Lake at the Lakeland Ice Arena. That was a... Oh, I'm sorry, this is the 9th, forgive me. On the 9th, sorry, Skyline fell to Walled Lake. Walled Lake beat them 4-3. Livonia United beat Downriver 9-1. And over at Eddie Egger Ice Arena, also over at Eddie Egger Ice Arena, it was Northville beating this Livingston United team 5-2. Now we come to yesterday. No score reported in the Troy United at Regina Lutheran Northern game. No score reported in that game. That is the intermission scoreboard report. We'll let you listen to the sounds of the rink as they play a little 80s metal here, and the ice being resurfaced. Give me a chance to grab a sip of soda, and then we will be right back with a couple PSAs. You are watching Pioneer Women's Varsity Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting. as they're resurfacing the ice, let's see if we can do a little PSA here. Everyone in sports is in search of the elusive perfect game, making every shot, completing every pass, striking everyone out, getting every call right. That's right, game officials enjoy the competition and seek perfection, just like the players do. If you still have that competitive streak and want to help kids by giving back, maybe becoming a high school official is for you. To register, log in to MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of high school athletics. Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsman-like qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The second half page of the MHSAA website gets you closer to the action with features on high school sports from around the state, weekly Coaches Association rankings, and coverage of MHSAA tournament finals. It's a great read with fresh content every weekday during the school year. Make the MHSAA second half your first stop for high school sports information. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of high school athletics. As we take a look again, want to talk about the upcoming games, as we have a couple games upcoming. As we do have these two games, we'll have as right now, again, we have the men's hockey game going on out there as well, as we can check in on that very quickly if I flip over to my dashboard and play that for a moment, as it is at the first intermission. 1-0 is the Pioneer lead over Jackson United. Again, James Wiseman on the camera and Jeffrey Cass picking up the mic on that one, and we appreciate that greatly. Thank you very much to Mr. Cass for helping us out. Again, the next game for Pioneer listed on my schedule is versus this same Livingston United team, so I won't have to do a lot more memorization. That is listed at the Kennedy Recreation Center. That is a 1:30 p.m. game over on Saturday, January 15th. And then a bit of a break between that. The next game is Friday, January 28th. That is going to be versus Grosse Pointe North, that over in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. And then Saturday, January 29th, it is versus Walled Lake. That'll be right back here at Veterans Memorial Ice Arena. Let's finish out the schedule on February 4th. Pioneers at Troy United over at Oak Park. That will be a 6:30 game on that Friday. Saturday, February 5th, they are versus that undefeated Northville team that will be here. It'll be a home game for Pioneer, 5 o'clock at Veterans Memorial Ice Arena. On February 11th, Friday, February 11th, Pioneer will be at the Ann Arbor Ice Cube as they play Washtenaw United. That'll be a 5:30 game. We should have Mr. Cass on the pipes for that one, as well as we'll have hopefully a back-to-back. Hopefully they're in the same rink, Washtenaw United and the Pioneer men's team playing that same day. So that'll be fun to have both the women's team and the men's team in the same rink that day. Then Saturday, February 12th, Pioneer looks to get revenge against Huron Skyline. That will be at Burr Park Outdoor Ice Arena. We're not going to be able to do that game as we don't have enough crews to do it. But that'll be at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so that should be a fantastic game for that outdoor ice arena. Hopefully the weather is good for that. Then on February 16th, it's versus Grosse Pointe South here at that's a Wednesday here at Veterans Memorial Ice Arena, 7 p.m. game. Saturday, February 19th, Pioneer hosts Down River here at Veterans Memorial Ice Arena. Then they play Liggett Again, Liggett undefeated so far. That will be on the 23rd of February. That's a Wednesday, 7 p.m. game. So the ice resurface Pioneer all gathered on their bench, looking to hop out, just waiting for the officials to come out and put the nets back on their moorings as we are about to hop in to the third period. I'll update our scoreboard there. 4-2, Pioneer with the lead. Livingston United had a 1-goal lead out of the first. Pioneer tied it up. Livingston United went ahead 2-1. Pioneer tied that back up 2-2. Then 2 more goals to complete a 3-goal run so far puts Pioneer in the lead 4-2. Both teams out skating as the officials get the nets put back on their mooring. Pioneer going from right to left here in the third period. So everyone getting stretched out. As both Grand and Portinga back around the neck, getting stretched out. Down to our right. Vera Paitilla over to the left, getting herself set up and getting her crease marked up just the way she wants it. And Grand doing the same thing down over to our right. We are getting ready to go here. Third period action. Pioneer with the lead, 4-2, 15 minutes up on the clock. Both teams gather around their coaching staffs. Last moment instructions. Now Pioneer comes out. Olivia Andrianopoulos in to take the faceoff. Prince to her left, Chen to her right. As that looks like Trappell and Zoe Andrianopoulos on the defensive side. Courtney in to take the faceoff for Livingston. And to her right is McGee. To her left is Payson. Battle for it on the far side. That lifted all the way back deep into the Livingston zone. So that puck back behind Vera Paitella. Grabbed, coming over to the near side is Eckerman. Eckerman brings it over the blue line. Eckerman has that poked away, but gets it back. Eckerman gaining the zone. Eckerman on the near circle. Eckerman through the slot shot, and she scores. Eckerman goes coast to coast and scores at 14:36. Eckerman's second goal of the game, coast to coast. I'm going to assume that's unassisted, but we will get the official word momentarily. That puck comes back in along the far boards. Unassisted. Drebeck has it back behind her own goal as the 3-goal run for Pioneer has ended. It's a 1-goal game. Pioneer 4, Livingston United 3. Coming ahead, here comes Jasinski. She's knocked off the puck. That picked up. Coming the other direction is Richards. Richards coming down the far boards. Is that into the near corner of the Pioneer zone. Hatzman has it underneath the near circle. She sends it ahead. That held in. Shot by Shatuk just goes wide into the far corner. Back to the far point to Shatuk, holding it in. Shatuk centering it. That through the slot. And rolls all the way through the neutral zone, coming back. As that goes all the way back. Top of the far circle of the Livingston zone. Coming on is Richards. Richards gains it. Top of the near circle. Poked away by Drebeck into the near corner. Pilati comes to try and stop it. That puck intercepted. The centering pass. Coming ahead. Here comes Jasinski. Jasinski comes on the near circle. Jasinski spinning with it. Jasinski getting it, trying to get it over to Brainerd. Now Pilati trying to get it. That fired all the way back. Saucering puck into the Pioneer zone. Jove has it back behind her own goal. Jove sends it along the far boards. Brainerd picks it up. Courtney intercepting it along the far boards. That puck loose. Here comes Jove. Jove brings it into the zone. That knocked the other way. Ricocheted off the near boards. As coming ahead, Pilati has it at her own blue line. Pilati sends it to Jove. Jove gains the zone. Top of the far circle. Jove feeds it over on the near side to Olivia Andrianopoulos. That puck wouldn't settle down for her. The puck outside the near circle. Back to Pilati at the near point. Pilati takes a shot. That through the slot as Kostorov intercepting it, coming down the far boards. Kostorov sends it ahead. Courtney calling for the puck. as that puck just wouldn't settle down for it. Comes into the near corner. Pilati and Courtney battling there. Courtney comes back behind the Pioneer goal. Jof grabs it in along the far boards. Held in by Shattuck, now poked out. Jof continues to have it, moves it over to Olivia Andrianopoulos. Again, that puck wouldn't settle down for her. As held in at the near point, Brainerd sends it into the slot. Courtney picks it up there. Here comes Livingston United. Courtney coming down the far boards. Courtney chips it deep as that in along the end boards. Zoe Andrianopoulos picks it up for Pioneers. Zoe Andrianopoulos makes a move back behind the goal as she comes over underneath the near circle. She knocks that skittering puck all the way through the neutral zone. Shattuck chasing it back into her own zone, trying to start the Livingston rush the other direction. Shattuck's banks it all the way back. Icing waved off. Drabeck has it back behind. The puck in along the near boards outside the near circle of the Pioneer zone. Comes high slot, that grabbed away. Here comes Pioneer as Chen has it. Chen, top of the near circle, that knocked away by Chuba into the far corner. The puck slipping right back behind the Livingston goal. Battle for Prince trying to fire it out in front. That puck into the near corner now. Chuba has it. Chuba sending it ahead. Trappell holds it in at the near point. The puck top of the near circle as holding it in Campbell. Campbell into the slot. Campbell. Puck wouldn't settle down for her. Comes into the near corner. Skittering puck through the neutral zone or through the slot. Chen sends a head shot and then a rebound and another shot. Putting it in is Campbell. Pioneer takes the lead. Piper Campbell scoring a goal as it was a shot save. Came over to the near side. Campbell in perfect position to fire that in. At 11:03. So score by number 16 of Livingston in this I think they just said should be an assist on it. I haven't seen, I couldn't hear that. As that comes back through the slot, coming in, Tuzinski with the shot. That save, diving on it, is Vera Paitilla. I couldn't tell who got the assist, but Piper Campbell with the score. So it's Eckerman, number 16, here we go, as Prince on the assist. Face off. At top of the near circle, Flynn fires it into the far corner. As Tuzinski takes it back behind the goal. Tuzinski trying to cut out in front. That puck poked away. Ricochet now held in by Zoe Andrianopoulos. Puck in along the end boards. Tuzinski grabs it, going for the far side to the near side. Tuzinski on the near circle shot. That deflected. Grabbed by Payson outside the far circle. Payson sending it ahead. Grabbed by Flynn. Flynn takes a shot. That knocked down out in front. Great defensive play by Kosterov as the puck slips right back behind the Livingston goal. 10:08 left to go as it is 5-3 here in the third. Pioneer with the lead. Pioneer with the puck deep in the Livingston zone outside the near circle. Spinning with it, Tuzinski. And held by Kosterov. Kosterov sends it into the neutral zone. Tuzinski with it. Tuzinski starts the rush the other direction for Pioneer. Tuzinski gains his own, fires it over to Flynn. Now coming down the far boards. And sent right through the slot. Sticked outside the near circle by Vera Paitilla. Holding it in is Jof. Jof battling on the far circle. That lift ahead. Here comes Chuba. Chuba over on blue line, setting up the attack for Livingston. Chuba on the near circle. Shot saved by Grand. 9:26 left to go here in the third. 5-3 is the Pioneer lead over Livingston United. Face off to Grand's left in the near face-off circle. Chuba in to take the face-off. Campbell on the other side. That puck loose and along the near boards. As that's sent ahead by Livy Andrianopoulos chasing it. Campbell has it on the near circle. She's ridden off the puck by Kosterov. Campbell has it back behind, sends it on the far circle. That lifted back to the far point. There's a shot there, and that knocked down and covered up as Pilati took the shot for the power point. Vera Pitella able to cover it up. Face off in the far face-off circle. And Campbell in there. I believe that's still Chuba on the other side. Olivia Andrianopoulos to Campbell's left, Joe to her right. There's a shot by Olivia Andrianopoulos. Ooh, that one just went wide. Picked up. Kostorf has it back behind. Kostorf sending it in along the far boards as Pilati holds it in, sends it deep into the far corner. Kostorf trying to send it out. Now Richards battling outside the far circle. Campbell trying to hold it in as that's sent deep by Pilati. Back behind the goal. Kostorf has it. As there's a shot from the far circle by Jof. The puck in along the far boards. Richards tries to get out of the zone. That slips back in front of the scorer's bench. As that will be our first penalty of the game, I believe. As Campbell goes into the box. And that should be, I believe, an illegal body check. At 8:28. Face-off will be back in the Pioneer zone. That will be DeGrand's right. Yeah, very clean game. This is the first penalty we've had of this game. Tuzinski taking the face-off on the far side. That versus Chuba. Pioneer able to clear it all the way down the ice. As the puck, Kostorf has it back behind her own goal. Sends it along the near boards to Courtney. Courtney has Trappell right in front of her. Trappell making it difficult for them to leave the zone. Sent back into the neutral zone. Now brought ahead by Chuba. Chuba gains the Pioneer zone. Chuba in the slot. Chuba with the shot. And loose out in front. Trying to clear it away. Still loose in the slot. Grand with the save as she puts it into the near corner. As roughing the call. That puck comes high slot. There's a blast from Chuba. Saved by Grand into the far corner. Drabek sends ahead. That held in at the far point. Now knocked away. Pioneer sends it all the way down. Tuzinski poking it away from Kostorov. That gets back in along the end boards. As interference called at 7:34. We didn't have any penalties, and now we have two right quick. As Kostorov goes in for interference. That at 7:34. So we'll have a little 4-on-4 hockey. They have for 1 minute and 6 seconds. Then Pioneer will have a 54-second power play. Face off in the far face-off circle of the Livingston zone. That brought ahead. Payson sends it deep. Payson racing. Flynn trying to beat her. Flynn gets back over there, loses an edge. Goes heavy into the boards, but she looks okay. That puck on the far circle wouldn't settle down for Chuba. Trying to pull it away. It comes into the near corner. Prince chasing it. Prince in along the near boards. Prince pulls it away. Prince trying to get it out of the zone. That held in at the near point by Eckerman. That pulled back. Zoe Andrianopoulos sends it along the far boards as she loses an edge but gets it out of the zone. Livingston United has to reset that puck on the far circle. Shatuk with the shot and pulled away by Atzman. Atzman all the way back top of the far circle. That's a shot by Payson. Another great save by Grant. As that comes top of the slot, Eckerman with a shot. That's steered into the near corner by Grant. As Zoe Andrianopoulos takes it back behind the goal, comes from the far side, near side to the far side. She sends it outside the far circle. Shatuk puts it into the far corner. Payson with it there. That poked away. As it is Pioneer 5 and Livingston United 3 here with 6:24 left to go here in the third. Pioneer able to get the puck out of the zone. Pioneer back to full strength. Now they have the power play for 39 seconds. As Campbell has it, has to wait for Pioneer to step back up and to avoid a delayed offsides. Campbell grabbing the puck on the near circle. Campbell comes in with a shot that deflects onto the far circle. Picked up by Payson coming down the far boards. Payson sends it out into the neutral zone. That's swept over to Jof along the near side. Jof feeds it ahead and that deep into the zone. as picked up by Shatuk. Shatuk underneath the far circle of her own zone, feeds it all the way deep. That cleared back as 8 seconds left to go in the Pioneer power play. Grab, Drabeck sends it along the far boards. Chen trying to send it ahead. The puck loose, grabbed by Campbell as Livingston back to full strength. Jove chases it into the near corner and pulled back. The puck at the near point. Eckerman has it. Eckerman with a shot from the top of the near circle. That deflected out in front, went right back behind the Pioneer goal. 5:15 left to go as the puck on the far circle. Bringing it ahead, it is Pioneer 5 and Livingston 3. That puck fired deep as Pioneer goes for a line change. Outside the near circle as Brainerd holding it in. Now Chen centering it in as Olivia Andrianopoulos has it top of the far circle. Olivia Andrianopoulos, that poked away. Payton trying to get it going the other direction. Battle for it at the far point. And whistle. It ended up offside, so that face-off is going to come in the near face-off circle outside of the Livingston zone. 4:46 left to go. Here in the third, Pioneer with the 5-3 lead. Livingston cut it to a single goal lead in this period, and then Pioneer came right back and extended it back out to a 2-goal lead. Pioneer trying to keep the pressure on. Livingston trying to cut away at that lead as the puck comes back. Young has it on the far circle, moves that over to Kosterov, who comes back behind her own goal. Kosterov banks it off, held in by Tuzinski. She has it on the near circle. Tuzinski spinning with it. Tuzinski comes top of the near circle, now through the slot. Tuzinski with the shot, and that goes in and scores! As a little pushing and shoving out in front. I'm not sure if Flynn touched it or not. Pioneer pushing out the lead at 4:25. As that makes it 6-3. So that was Tuzinski unassisted on that goal, and that gives her a hat trick. That's her third goal. Flint in along the far boards. Pioneer increased their lead. The puck, Olivia Andrianopoulos trying to get to it, held in at the far point, sent deep by Pilati. Kostorov sends it along the far boards. Now into the far corner, coming ahead with it. Onto the near circle. That lifted Pioneer still with it. Tuzinski spinning with it. Drabeck top of the near circle. Shot. And save. Battle for it out in front. Trying to fire it in. And covering it up is Vera Paitila. 3:49 left to go. Here in the third. 6-3. Pioneer with the lead. Face off in the far face off corner. That to the left of Vera Paitila. Campbell comes in to take the face off. Prince to her left. Chen to her right. Courtney on the other side. That puck comes right back behind. Eckerman sends it for ride around the boards. That gathered in. Here comes Payson. Payson feeds ahead. That knocked the other direction by Drabeck. Right back in along the near boards of the Livingston zone. Eckerman takes it back behind her own goal. She has 2 goals today from the defensive position. That puck in along the near boards of the neutral zone. Drabeck chipping it back the other direction. Battle for it. The puck loose as Prince loses an edge. There's a whistle. Hooking the call. At 3:20 as Courtney goes in, the captain for Livingston. 2 minutes for hooking. That means unless something changes, 2 minutes out of the next 3:20, Pioneer will have the player advantage. Jove with the shot from the high slot. That goes into the far corner. Brainerd trying to grab it in along the far boards. That pulled ahead coming ahead with it, Eckerman. Eckerman coming down the near boards over the neutral zone. Eckerman trying to get a short-handed goal. That lifted in along the near boards. And a tripping call to Joe. That makes it 4-on-4 hockey. And at 3:01. So 4-on-4 hockey for 1 minute, 41 seconds. Then Livingston will have a short power play face-off to the left of Grand. That puck slips through the slot. Richards trying to get to it. That all the way back to the blue line. Shatuk sending ahead, trying to get it to Chuba. And grabbed by Drebeck, top of the near circle, feeds it ahead for Flynn. Flynn has that puck poked away. Richards sends it deep into the Pioneer zone. In along the end boards, Drebeck has it. Drebeck sweeps it in along the far boards. Brainerd trying to get to it, held in at the far point by Eckerman. She puts it into the slot and knocked away by Drebeck. Drebeck avoiding some pressure, going over her own blue line. Drebeck over center ice. Drebeck gains the zone, trying to avoid Richards. Now picked up. Flynn has it outside the near circle. And puck coming back. Here comes Livingston. Eckerman has that poke checked away by Drebeck. Flint brings it right back in, deep to Livingston zone. 47 seconds left to 4-on-4 hockey. Flynn and Chuba battling in along the end boards. Richards comes in to try and knock that away. Now Brainerd has it underneath the far circle of the Livingston zone. Brainerd trying to flip that poked in along the far boards. Chuba trying to knock it against the boards to get it back into the neutral zone. Flint chases it ahead, fires it the other direction. Chuba knocks it at her own blue line. Now coming in, Tuzinski fires it deep. As that puck touched by Livingston, that will be another penalty. What was a clean game earlier is now a penalty-filled game. At 1:38, Pioneer goes back on the power play as Eckerman goes into the box. As the Livingston coaching staff discussing things. As they're talking things over. 1 minute, 38 seconds left to go here in the third. Pioneer 6, Livingston 3. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Livingston's coach and the officials still talking things over. As they have 4 players out there, Livingston did. Now they have the 3. The puck comes back. Zoe Andrianopoulos at the blue line, feeds it over and along the far boards to Tuzinski. That shot just goes wide into the near corner. And chip back, loose puck. Moving it in along the near boards. Zoe Andrianopoulos, top of the near circle, takes a shot. That covered up. Vera Paitila making the save. 1 minute, 19 seconds left to go. We're back to 4-on-4 hockey. For 18 seconds, then Pioneer will have a power play. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That to the right of Vera Paitila. That puck, top of the near circle. Drebeck takes a shot. That's sticked away by Vera Paitila. Back behind, Kosterov has it, sends it ahead. And Courtney sends it right back behind the goal. Grabbing it is Tuzinski. Tuzinski outside the near circle. Tuzinski going through the high slot. Now over on the far circle. Tuzinski with the shot. And deflected outside the near circle. Chen has it, or Drebeck has it at the near point. Fires it over on the far side. And sent deep by Tuzinski. 49 seconds left to go. Pioneer back on the power play for 1 minute, 8 seconds. Tuzinski holds it in at the near point, takes a shot. That just goes wide. Puck outside the near circle. Kostorov trying to grab it. That loose through the slot. Picked up and along the far boards. Held in by Jasinski at the far point. Sends it right back in. 28 seconds left to go. That puck into the near corner. Swept around outside the far circle. Jasinski has it there. 20 seconds left to go. Jasinski back behind the goal. Fires it off the side of the net. 15 seconds left to go. Chen trying to get it. That pulled away. The puck back behind the goal. As Richards sends it all the way down the ice. 5 seconds left. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds left. And that should do it. That is the end of the game. As it is Pioneer with the 3-6 win. As both teams surround their goalies in the third. It was Livingston United with a goal, that at 14:36, that was Eckerman. Then Pioneer with a goal. That was Campbell from Prince at 11:03. Then it was a Pioneer penalty, as the best tradition in all of sports, the post-game handshake. Pioneer penalty, that to Campbell for roughing at 8:28. Then it was an interference called to Kostorov at 7:34. Then Jasinski with a goal unassisted at 4:25 for Pioneer. Courtney went off for hooking at 3:26. Then Jof went off for tripping at 3:01. And then at 1:38, it was Eckerman going off. And that last one was for Tripp. And that will do it as the Pioneer team salutes their fans over across the way. They will next be in action versus this same team. That will be on the Saturday over at the Kennedy Ice Arena. I'm not sure which rink that will be in, but that is a 1:30 game. We should have that game for you, and then we'll race over to do the Pioneer men's hockey game later. If you want to watch the rest of the Pioneer men's hockey game, just click on the link up at the top for Pioneer men's hockey and check that game out. Thank you very much to everyone. For my camera person, Christina Wiseman, my name is Mark Wiseman. Thank you, and have a great rest of the evening.